And here we are in the garage yet again with our Civic. Same spot as always. I don't remember where I left off. As you can see, there's a box sitting on top of the engine. So that's always good news, right? Sarcasm aside, long delays yet again. Life's taken over. Got another little baby on the way really soon. So preparing for that, getting the house all ready, everything so on and so forth. Corona's put cars and projects on hold, like this thing. It's just pretty much become storage at this point. But anyway, as you can see, got a part on here. So what's going on is I took the car for a test drive last time. I was out here, everything was good. Came back, let it cool off. Checked oil, checked coolant. Coolant was a little bit low, so I went ahead and started adding coolant, and I heard a noise. So I was like, what is that? So I go to investigate, and back here, it's way too dark to see, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Back here on the water pump, I could show you in this here box, because that's what we got going on now. So in this water pump, there is a weep hole, right there. So whenever the water pump is on there, everything's going. If that weep hole starts leaking, it basically means that the bearing is about to fail. When the bearing fails, the water pump obviously doesn't spin and doesn't pump. When your water pump doesn't pump, your engine just kind of sits there going, getting all hot and stuff with stagnant water. Water that doesn't move, doesn't go through the radiator, it just sits there and gets even hotter, and it's just a bad time. So, long story short, we have to replace this water pump. I've heard stories of my friends, whenever I told them this happened, it happened to them. They didn't know what that little hole was there for, so they just kind of JB welded it up and kept it going. And they actually said it worked good for them. I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to go ahead and replace it because, well, we got it. It's cheap enough. It's just a mission because we got to do our timing yet again. But, you know, we know how to do that. We've done it plenty of times before. As you can see from our videos, we've done it probably about 3 times, I think, on this car alone. So, yeah, we still got our other projects out here. Our daily has turned into a project. It's calmed down with the Rona. So, as you can see, you got it on a charger here. Battery's fine. However, the alternator is kaput. Alternator is not charging on it, and so that caused problems with the cooling system, because on those cars, everything is electric. Go BMW. So whenever the voltage dropped below 12, 11, whatever it is, volts, the thermostat and coolant pump decided they didn't want to work anymore. Whenever those didn't work, the cooling system built up pressure and popped the reservoir. So now we have a brand new reservoir. It's gonna fall. So now we have a brand new reservoir on there. That's good to go. But our next week link also failed over here. This little plastic kind of gave out on us, so we got to replace that as well. And then the alternator, go figure, everything just kind of falls apart at once. Our E36, let's close the hood. Our E36 still has these brake lines. I went to install a hydro, and this one is mostly okay. This back one does leak a little bit, so I do need to redo that flare. The front one is perfect. It's good to go. And then on this back one, both of those are garbage. They both leak very bad. I redid them a couple times already, and I don't know. I can't get a good angle on it. It might be because the car is only sitting, you know, a foot off the ground. But I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I might see if I could just use somebody's lift or get some help over here. I don't know. I can't seem to get the right angle on it. This Civic, it's still sitting. Obviously needs all kinds of outside body work, paint, so on and so forth. We did try our expanding foam thing here, and it worked for the most part. However, we need to go back over it with some Bondo to make it solid, make it hard for the paint to actually sit on. But I think that's actually gonna work, guys. So stay tuned for that. It's janky, it's really ghetto. I don't recommend it, but I think it's gonna work. Interior is still pretty minty, obviously hasn't moved, but yeah, so stay tuned. We got plenty more coming. Gotta swap out the water pump on our Civic, gotta swap out the alternator on our 335. I might see if I can get away with just the voltage regulator. I've looked into research on that. I don't know, just see what I can do. The voltage regulator is only 40 bucks, whereas the alternator is 200. So that would be a lot more cost effective if I can get away with it. That little adapter coolant thing for our oil housing, or oil filter housing, whatever, that thing. That's only 17 bucks for an aluminum one, so we don't have to ever worry about that again. No big deal. Civic is free, just gotta get her done. E36 is free, just gotta also get her done. I do have brake fluid in here, so hopefully we'll be able to have enough once we get our fittings squared away. Also picked up this little engine, a weed whacker engine, and some motorcycle parts. But weed whacker engine is probably gonna go on a bike here shortly. See what we could do. Have something fun for my daughter to play with. I do have a little BMW Power Wheels, an i8 that we modified for her. They normally come stock with 6 volts and single motor. We ramped that up to 18 volts with a Milwaukee battery and twin motors rated for, I think they're 40,000 RPMs. So it gets up there and goes now, quite a bit better. Try to find some other friends with Power Wheels, lock in some races with their kids, see what we could do. But let me know what you want to see. We'll get cracking away at this water pump. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, y'all, we got the water pump off, and that's disgusting. So, looks like rust, but it like solidified. It's pretty grody. Let's see if I can get you all down there. Oh yeah, look at that. See, it's like solid on the walls and stuff. So I guess we're gonna try to clean that out first, because that's pretty gross. And then once we get that all cleaned up, we'll go ahead and throw our new girl back on there. And you see my contraption for a timing belt. Didn't want to drop that in there, so yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Just wanted to keep y'all posted. And yeah, that's gross. Use distilled water, y'all. Don't follow me. This one is toast. That engine over there, that's gonna be the good one. That's going to the machine shop, getting sleeves, the whole 9 yards. This one, we're gonna play around. We're gonna see what it does, I guess. But stay tuned, y'all. Neighbor's dog's going crazy. Wow. Alright. Alrighty, so we're back. We got our water pump in there, brand new. You see, all nice and shiny. Got our timing belt back on, all nice and tight. However, there is one thing. If you look at our timing marks, they're off just a little bit. So I think what happened is whenever I was getting the belt back on, I accidentally bumped this exhaust cam just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to take the timing belt off and reset the timing. Thankfully, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. So I didn't put the timing cover on, I didn't put the pulley on, I just kind of zapped that on, just to make sure it all stayed in place. Ran it. So go ahead and take that back off. As you can see, I didn't put the pulley on, the dampener. So take that off, take the belt off, realign the timing, and Civic will be back up and running. So I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there. It's pretty simple. You guys have seen me align the timing before. Just gotta make sure everything is pointed where it should be. and it'll be good to go. I went ahead and started it up. That's the main reason I know it's off timing. You could hear it pop in a little bit, so it's definitely off, just a hair. There it is, y'all. We back. We got it. Battery light's on. I need to put the alternator back. But we back. We got our timing set. We're good to go. Again, alternator belt not connected. It is just chilling over here. Basically, I just resetting the timing. Make sure everything's all good to go before we put the timing cover back, put our crank pulley back. Just wanted to start her up, rev her a few times, make sure our timing was set right. Because, I mean, like I said, I did it a few more times, and, well, it took me a few tries to get it right. But anyway, long story short, don't try to just take the belt off and put it back on where you took it. Just do it right the first time. Mark it all, set all the markings where they should go, and then just reset your timing right. So anyway, we're going to get back to it, put everything back together, and keep it going. Alright, so we got our Civic back on the ground here. Everything timed up, wheel back on, good to go. Lower timing cover, alternator, all that back together. So we're all set. All we got to do now is throw on our shift linkage again. So we'll be able to shift through all of our gears, and that's it. Civic's back up. We'll get it dynoed. We'll get a wideband in here, so we'll actually be able to see what's going on inside, check everything out, and yeah, we'll finally be able to rip her again. So next video should be us driving around. I'll probably give like a whole build layout on the car again, what it's all been through, what's in it now. If you look through all the videos, of course, on the channel, you can see everything that's been going on as it's happened. But I'll be driving it around some more, making sure it shifts through all the gears, making sure no more leaks and whatnot over here. And yeah, Civic's finally back up. We'll get a rematch with our other buddies with Hondas and other fast cars, see what we could get ourselves into. But stay tuned, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Got plenty more to come.